Surviving
The Aftermath
is a post-apocalyptic real-time strategy mixed with city builder and is a spiritual successor to Surviving Mars.
The story is that the apocalypse has arrived and society has collapsed, and you and your band of survivors have to survive the aftermath. Maybe that's where they got the title.
Maybe. There is a normal game, custom game, and scenarios, only few, and this is single player only. You're gonna play it multiplayer.
You will probably start with a normal game, and the first thing you will notice is lots of options to customize your normal game. And this comes all the way from difficulty level to how many catastrophes you want, what kind of environment you want to be in. For example, an apocalyptic world where nature has taken over, or a complete wasteland, what kind of survivors you're working with, the ideology of your colony, selecting your specialists, and customizing the visuals of your colony.
And then you're gonna be just thrown away into a procedural generated map with small group trying to gather resources and slowly going from surviving to hopefully thriving.
Hopefully.
And you can construct in this game more than 130 buildings. You're gonna manage resources like food, wood, stone, tools, medicine, plastics even. And useful thing is you can stop time completely, do constructions, do everything you want to do, and then play it, and play it even fast forward 2 times, 3 times.
Along with those 130 buildings is a gate that you see very clearly has fallen apart at the front of your settlement, and one of your first major goals is to rebuild that gate. Once you do, it kind of encloses your settlement, allows you to take in more settlers, and crucially, to send out your specialists to explore the world map, to brave its dangers, and most importantly, to find technology and science points that you use in your research tree. There is actually 5 different research trees that allow you to unlock new buildings and upgrades for them.
And since the game is about surviving aftermath, there is disasters, a lot of them.
A lot.
There's a heat wave, winter storm, magnetic storm, meteor shower, nuclear fallout, pandemic, mutation, red swarm, space junk, overcharge, or pollution cloud. All of it you can get randomly, and you will get.
You have to react to those catastrophes and lots of other challenges also. For example, all of these moral choices that pop up at various times. It might be a settler coming and asking you if they can put resources into a specific idea. It might be bandits showing up at your gates and demanding a ransom. You have to decide how to respond to those choices, and it will affect your settlers' overall happiness.
Okay, I think we said everything. Let's go to
Should you play it?
Survive it?
Yeah, you should. Well, you should definitely survive it. But you should also know that this game will be completely free to keep from the Epic Game Store starting November 16th, 2023. You'll have a week to add it to your library, keep it forever. And that is what we do on this channel. We play and review every free weekly game from the Epic Game Store. So subscribe, and you'll never have to be bored ever again, or hopefully survive a wasteland.
I think the game is similar to Surviving Mars in the beginning with tutorial when you're trying to figure out how to do the game, and once you figure it out, it's very addictive, and you want to play more and more, and the more you play it, the more it gets addictive. The visual isn't so great. You cannot zoom as close as I would like to, even though if you switch to photo mode you can zoom a little bit further. And I like how each character has its own name, picture, stats. Yet you cannot control them directly. You can do so only to specialists. So it's nice combinations of different genres. I think they made it quite well. So yes, I think you should play this one.
I love this genre. I've spent a ridiculous amount of time on Banished, Surviving Mars quite a bit. I would get really pulled into them. Frostpunk is another example. And I feel like it doesn't reach the full potential of a game like Frostpunk or even Banished, because a lot of, even though catastrophe is always close and there are these choices, they don't seem to be quite as the choices are not as difficult or as costly as they are in Frostpunk, and I felt like survival was not as difficult as a game like Banished, for example. I also wish that the story had more part in the game, that there was like at least the option to have a story that pulled me through it. But everything else was great. As you said, high learning curve. But then once you get into a pretty straightforward gameplay loop that you want to expand, get stronger, unlock better buildings, you're always chasing full sustainability that you don't have to stress anymore, which will never happen. That's how they keep you playing. Overall, I think it works very well for fans of this genre that will get you addicted and keep trying to grow your settlement without letting anyone suffer or die. I also like the post-apocalyptic environment. That's really cool. So you can see, yes, I recommend this game, especially to people who have played any similar games. I think this fits in well, and it stands up to some of the best games in this genre.
And we mentioned 2 games here, Surviving Mars and Frostpunk, and both of them were actually free from Epic, so you can go choose one, the review, and watch it next, and let us know in the comments if you're going to play this game or not.
See you next time.
See you.
Bye.